you now, and I want you to feel the weight and warmth of these words as if they were a hand taking yours in the moment you need it most. Do not look away. Do not delay. There are 2 minutes left on a clock you cannot see, and that is not meant to frighten you, it is meant to focus you. The good news you have been waiting for is already moving toward you. Like the hush before sunrise, like the second when a locked door clicks open, like the breath right before a name is finally spoken, this is the threshold. I am here, and I am not far, and I am not vague. I am closer than the worry in your chest, gentler than the doubts that taught you to harden your heart, stronger than the noise that tried to instruct you to settle for less than what I intended. Do not skip this. Open this message immediately in your spirit. Open your hands. Unclench. I am pouring something into them. You have asked me in quiet rooms and midnight corridors of your mind, when? You have asked me again and again, how? You have said, if you truly see me, show me a sign that is not small, a sign that cannot be dismissed as coincidence. Hear me now. I have already set the sign in motion, and your part is to keep your eyes in front and not rehearse the shadows behind. Your part is smaller than you fear and larger than you imagine. Smaller, because you are not carrying this breakthrough on your shoulders. Larger, because your agreement with me changes the atmosphere of rooms you haven't entered yet. You have wanted to do everything, to fix everything, and you have grown tired from trying to control outcomes that were never meant to be managed by your worry. Release the steering wheel you grip in your mind. I am guiding this. 2 minutes left is not doom. 2 minutes left is the last echo before the orchestra begins. Archangel Michael says to you now, stand as one who is already guarded. Do not spend one more minute defending yourself against rumors that do not belong to your name. The protection around you is not theoretical. It is present, working, intentional. You have survived rooms that underestimated you, seasons that misnamed you, storms that thought you were a small boat without an anchor. Yet look, you are still here, and not by accident. What opposed you sharpened your discernment. What delayed you preserved you. What embarrassed you humbled you into wisdom. The good news you have been waiting for is not a lottery ticket tossed by chance. It is a prepared door, time to open when your hands are steady enough to turn the handle without breaking it. I have been in your future already. I have walked the floor of the place you will live in peace. I have sat at the table where your name is spoken with honor. I have stepped through the opportunity that will feel like sunshine after long rain. I am not guessing. I am not hoping from far away. I am the author of your days. And I do not write in pencil. I write in promise. The revision is not that I changed my mind, The revision is that I healed your heart enough to carry what I always intended to give you. Do not skip this. Breathe, slowly. Release the rows of tightness across your chest. Put your name back in your mouth with kindness. You will not sabotage this blessing by bracing for impact. You will welcome it by softening for joy. You thought you had to pick between being safe and being seen. You thought you had to become smaller so that peace could fit. You believed that humility meant dimming your light and calling it wisdom. I did not teach you that. I taught you to be honest and clear, to move with respect and courage, to love better without collapsing your backbone. The good news you have been waiting for will not require a costume. It will not reward your pretending. It will recognize you as you are and still lift you further than your most disciplined planning. You have planned well. Now let me multiply what your planning cannot multiply. I will add speed without hurry, and I will add favor without debt. The timeline you feared is about to lean toward you as if it knows your name, and it does. There is a person you thought you needed to convince to unlock your next step. There is a system you thought you needed to impress to be allowed inside. Hear me, I am moving hearts you cannot see. I am softening a face that once looked away. I am raising up an advocate in a room you do not know exists. You will not have to beg. You will not have to twist yourself to be tolerated. You will be invited, and the invitation will arrive with a tone that heals an old bruise in your spirit. The bruise formed when you were told that the door closing meant you were unworthy. The healing begins when a new door opens without you sacrificing your integrity. Your worth was never on trial. Fear was loud, and now fear will be moved to the back row to watch silently as you cross this threshold. Archangel Michael says, "Let go of the last secret you defend that is only a scar." You do not need to identify yourself by the injury to prove that you have overcome it. You do not need to keep retelling your pain to justify your boundary. Keep the boundary, it is wisdom. Release the identity of the one who survived if it blocks you from becoming the one who thrives. Your angels are not equipage for war alone, they also accompany you into celebration. You are not just a battlefield, you are a garden that will bloom in public after growing in private. The soil has been dark, and that was not punishment, it was protection. Seeds do their best work when the light is temporarily out of reach. Now watch, the surface breaks. The good news is measured in more than numbers, though numbers will change. The good news is wider than one sentence, yet one sentence will change your week. The good news is gentler than you expect, even as it is stronger than the foot that tried to crush you. I am arranging an answer to your oldest question in a way that honors your growth, not your fear. You once asked for a shortcut, now you will receive a path that actually lasts. You once wanted immediate relief, now you will receive a structure where relief becomes normal. You once asked me to silence the voices that mocked you, now I will make their words irrelevant. They will speak into empty air, you will speak into doors that open. Do not perform for this miracle. Prepare for it. Preparing is quieter than performing. It looks like clearing a corner of your room for the new thing I am sending. It looks like writing the message you will send when the opportunity arrives, not to beg but to confirm. It looks like choosing rest without guilt, because your clarity grows in the soil of rest. It looks like forgiving yourself for the time you think you wasted, because I am redeeming it. It looks like choosing a tone that does not apologize for existing. It looks like taking the small step today that matches the large promise I spoke. This is partnership, not punishment. This is a stewardship, not a test where I hope you fail. You have had dreams that felt too vivid to dismiss and too wild to claim. I saw you hold them at arm's length, terrified of disappointment. I also saw you tuck them under your pillow, whispering that if they were still there in the morning, you would believe. I kept them there. I tended them while you slept. I added details you were not ready to hold yet, people positioned like lanterns, dates that align without forcing, resources that look like they came out of nowhere but were always set aside for you. Do you see it? The coincidences forming a chorus? The quiet confirmations on ordinary days? This is not hype. This is architecture. 2 minutes left means, pause blaming yourself for outcomes you could not control and take responsibility for what is truly yours, your yes, your boundaries, your voice, your posture. 2 minutes left means, reduce the volume of opinions that have never once paid a bill inside your heart. 2 minutes left means, look up. This is the moment right before the scene changes. The curtain has not fallen, it has risen. You will not become someone else to live this next chapter, you will be more yourself than ever. You will not abandon the kindness that cost you, you will keep it and learn to aim it wisely. You will give without self-erasure. You will receive without suspicion. You will call what is good by its name and let it remain good without adding a shadow. There is a message coming, and it will not be late. There is a call coming, and it will not be hollow. There is a meeting set, and the calendar that matters has already been marked. There is a document that will change how you think of your place. And when you see it, your heart will do that quiet, astonished inhale that says, "It's real. I am not teasing you. I am not dangling hope like bait. I am faithful, and I have been faithful even when your faith felt like a match blown out by a draft you could not find." I cupped my hands around that match until it glowed again, and now look, there is a lamp, and soon there will be a room bright enough for others to see their way because you refuse to quit. You will hear your name pronounced correctly by someone who once rushed over it. You will find your feet standing on a floor that does not tilt under pressure. You will feel the first morning where the dread is gone and cannot explain why except to say, "Peace fits me now." You will make a decision that felt like a cliff for years and finally see it as a bridge. You will receive an apology you thought would never come, and even if it never does, you will walk in freedom that doesn't require it. You will witness a reconciliation you had gently buried. You will watch a door close and feel no panic because you can hear the key in the next lock turning smoothly. Do not skip this. Let your body hear it, too. Let your shoulders drop. Let your jaw loosen. Let your breath slow down and expand. I made the body you live in. I am speaking to you now because the hour has arrived and the veil is thin, because your name has been whispered in the courts of heaven and the sound of it has been placed upon my wind, because grace has already gone ahead of you while you were sleeping and mercy stood watch at your door when you did not know it. 2 hours remain on a clock you cannot see, and yet it is real, and in those 2 hours something that has been circling your life like a hawk over water will finally break the surface. Archangel Michael stands beside you with a drawn command that does not tremble. I order you to open this now. Do not skip. Do not shrink. Do not silence your spirit. You are going to hear good news. And I will tell you plainly, this is because of what you did on your last day when no one applauded, because of the decision you carried like a quiet candle through wind, because of the word you held back when anger begged to be released, because of the gift that cost you something you didn't say out loud. You thought it vanished. It did not. It seeded a harvest that has been swelling unseen, and now the fruit presses against the skin of time, ready to split and sweeten the room. I saw when you thought you were invisible. I saw when you carried disappointment like a stone in your pocket and kept walking. I saw when you started again without trumpet or witness. You think I need a stage to measure you. But I measured you by the small obedience that felt like nothing. You feel a tremor under your feet? It is the ground of delay giving way. You hear a ringing in the hidden place inside your chest. It is my call, waking you to notice that the hour has changed. Do not argue with your hope this time. Do not enroll your mind in old lessons of loss. The world taught you to brace for impact. I am teaching you to open your hands. 2 hours left. Heaven's clock is not here to frighten you. It is here to focus you. Michael's command is not to punish, it is to protect what is arriving from the theft of distraction. You are not late. You are not behind. You are right where the message finds you because I timed it this way. so the words would fall when your heart was the most open to receive them. The good news is already printed in the unseen, your name is already on the line where signature is required, the gate you thought was welded shut has a hinge you could not see until this moment. I am the one who oils hinges and looses bolts and calls doors by name. Watch how a door that mocked you yesterday will greet you today. Watch how a voice that said not possible will turn and say we've been expecting you. Do not skip this. Do not let the old fear put a finger on your mouth. You have carried a picture in your mind of a life that nearly happened. I am not returning you to a ghost. I am moving you toward a living promise that keeps appointments. There will be a word, a ping, a knock, a line of text, a voice on the line, a name you almost forgot, and it will not arrive to tease you. It will arrive to anchor you. Your last day was not merely another square on a calendar, it was a hinge day. On that day you released something, an apology, a gift, a choice, a prayer you thought was too bruised to matter. Heaven counted it. Earth will echo it. You are going to hear the echo now, and it will not be faint. I know the room you sit in. I know the air and the light and the color of the thought that tried to talk you out of believing again. I know the story you keep replaying to prepare yourself for disappointment. Give me that loop. Give me the script that has you rehearsing sorrow in advance. You have tried to earn joy by pre-suffering, as if paying a down payment of pain would protect you from larger pain. That is not the covenant I made with you. My covenant is mercy, which interrupts. My covenant is favor, which contradicts the expected outcome. My covenant is restoration, which refuses to leave you where betrayal dropped you off. You have not missed me. You have not been disqualified. If you only knew how many angels have been rearranging inventory with your name on it, you would stop apologizing for hoping. Michael's sword is not for show. His order to open this now is your shield against the old pattern of hesitation. When he says don't skip, he is saying don't step out of your own miracle. When he says open immediately, he is saying be present for the thing you have already prayed into motion. You have faced doors before and walked away because you did not want to make a scene with your faith. I am asking you to make a scene with your faith. Faith that moves is not loud for the sake of noise, it is loud enough to drown the whisper that says maybe later. There is no later in the place where I am moving you. There is only now, and now is full. 2 hours can feel like a long time when pain keeps time. 2 hours can feel like a blink when wonder finally takes the pen from fear. Let wonder count these minutes with you. Let gratitude keep the seconds. I have hidden a rhythm in this hour that will carry you past the fatigue of waiting. You will feel it like a tide under your feet, and you will not have to pretend or force yourself to believe. Belief will rise because I am breathing on it. You will notice your shoulders lower and your jaw release as you realize nothing is chasing you anymore. You do not have to run from the past. The past cannot track the address I am moving you to. You have been trying to predict which path the good news will take to reach you. You have sorted possibilities like stones on a table, maybe work, maybe family, maybe finances, maybe a relationship, maybe health. You have tried to bargain a little here and there, telling yourself you will be content with a partial relief if the whole is too much to ask. But I am the God of whole tables. I am the one who sets a table in full view of the places that once starved you. I do not carry teaspoons to oceans, I carry the ocean to the thirst. That is why I am saying, do not shrink the promise to fit your previous experience. Experience is a teacher, it is not your warden. I honor process, but I am not trapped by it. I am sending you a result that outruns the process because you sowed a seed on your last day that outran your strength. You loved without applause. You forgave without a camera. You gave without a receipt. The ledger of heaven saw it, and now the earth will be asked to agree with what heaven recorded. There is a name that has weighed on you, a situation that wakes you at odd hours, a paper or message you reread because your heart can't decide if it should let go or hold on. Listen, you are not bargaining with absence anymore. You are negotiating with fulfillment, and fulfillment is generous. Good news is not shy, it does not knock and run. It will remain at your door long enough for you to answer. If your hands are trembling, that is fine. If your voice wavers when you accept it, that is fine. I am not grading your composure. I am celebrating your yes, do not skip this. Drink water. Breathe. If there is a small action to take, take it, reply, confirm, submit, show up, pick up. Call back, open, receive. Do not wait for perfect wording. Perfect wording is not the key. Willingness is the key. Courage is the key. The sound of your simple yes is the key. I am not sending you into a maze, I am guiding you through a threshold. Thresholds look narrow when you stand before them, they open wide once you step through. That is how favor works. It looks smaller than your dream at first, but when you enter, it becomes larger than your past. You have worried that accepting one blessing will somehow subtract from someone else. You have feared that joy is a scarce resource, that if you receive, another must lack. That is not my economy. In my house, multiplication is the native language and abundance does not apologize for arriving. Your rise is not a theft, it is a testimony. Your answered prayer is not a threat, it is a map for the ones coming behind you. Every time you try to dim your own expectation to comfort someone else's doubt, you step out of the light meant to heal them. Stand in your light. Let it spill. You will be surprised by how many people find courage to believe because you stopped apologizing for your portion. 2 hours left, and yet time is already bending to bless you. Watch how interruptions turn into introductions. Watch how a delay unveils a better doorway than the one you begged to keep. Watch how a memory that used to hurt will suddenly feel like a photograph of a place you don't live anymore. That is healing. That is me. I am not sending you a polite kindness, I am sending you a decisive kindness that changes the temperature of your future. You have been cold long enough. Warmth is your new weather. Archangel Michael says again what he has been commanded to say: open now. Do not skip. Lift your eyes from the ground of what-ifs. I did not teach you to study the dirt for lost coins, I taught you to expect windows to open. You will feel it when the window opens, the soft pressure of a tailwind in your thoughts, the sudden clarity, the way words find you instead of you hunting them. That is the sign. When it happens, do not stall. Answer. Move. Smile with your whole face if you want to. Cry if you need to. Both are holy. Your last day is the reason this day is different. Do not despise the seed for being small. Despise only the lie that says seeds don't matter. They always matter. You sowed, and now it returns, with interest, with color, with friends you didn't know it made underground. You will hear the words you needed: approved, cleared, accepted, paid, restored, yes. You will hear them in human voices, but they will carry my tone. They will recognize you as if they have been practicing your name in another room. They have. I wrote it on the page, and the page traveled faster than your worry. Let me lift from you the superstition that something